Still I don't mind every day you're killing me. Listen to me today, and you don't mind anyway. Still you don't mind every day you're listen to me today, and I don't mind.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Comedythoughts podcast. I'm Matt,
And I'm Trev.
and we're very fortunate to have in the studio today a guest presenter.
And local thespian. Please welcome
That's lesbian.
Alex.
Hello. There's only two of you. It makes it seem really pathetic.
We can overdub that in a minute.
Cool,
Yeah, we'll make that sound better.
In fact, for those of you that are still listening, we just did.
I don't know if you want to describe for the audience what Alex looked like, just so that he's got an idea. Do you want to?
Oh, this could
Alex-
go wrong.
Alex was sporting a beaver hat.
Yes.
Is it beaver?
Is it actual
I've-
beaver?
Stop saying
'Cause
beaver
obviously
like
are we
that. It's
live?
frightening me.
Are we liable if it's beaver?
It's not. No, it's not real fur. It's sort of fake fur. It's sort of man-made fur. Like as if it's not. It's like come
Man
from
fur?
It's not. I say it's not come from a man. Particularly hairy man, and I shave him and then make a hat out of the proceeds.
But popular in New York, you were saying.
Yeah, very popular. They made out a real rabbit in New York though.
And how do you know that?
Because I make them. No, they all say like real rabbit fur, but like
Who says this?
No, they're on the hat. It's not like it's people going, that's real rabbit fur, that is. They don't say it like that in New York, obviously. They go, it's real rabbit fur, and in a real New York accent.
Because that's a New York accent.
Real rabbit fur. That's how they talk.
Can I just start? We were discussing sexy cartoon characters.
Yeah, we were, and where did we get with that?
Well, I think we were then about to list them and decided we'd push record.
Right, okay.
Because I came up with Roger Rabbit's missus. What's her name?
Jessica Rabbit.
Well done.
And I said Ariel. And I admit that, she is half
Fish.
human, half fish. But if you're going to have it in any order, you would have the top half human and the bottom half fish. You wouldn't have it the other way, would you?
Would you
wouldn't
though?
No, seriously, I would have it the way it is.
Top half woman, bottom half fish.
Or a big fish head with legs.
I suppose there's going to be a lot of face action going down with Ariel.
I mean, it is predominantly upper body.
That's interesting, yeah, because there is like a big school of thought, really, on which side of the mermaid is the good side, really. Yeah, doable, basically, because, yeah. Oh,
So
it's a bit confusing.
Alex, who's your ideal cartoon fantasy?
Since we're on the educational conversation.
I do think we were talking about those Cadbury's adverts with the caramel with the little bunny. She was
Stop
a rabbit.
beavering around.
Yeah,
I mean, I
rabbit.
said half fish. He's saying whole rodent.
Yeah, she was hot though. As her eyes.
And there was chocolate involved. Really.
She had big eyes and chocolate. It's just endorphin rush all round, isn't it? Rabbit, chocolate.
Which leads nicely onto your hat.
Yeah, it's all one big connection.
And you just had a chocolate bar before
I
we
did.
started.
I had a penguin though. That's like
You had a penguin?
Are there? Anyway,
Did we get video?
It's a somewhat, I say good question, I use the word good very loosely, but are there any sexy penguins? Like cartoon characters?
Ooh.
Oh, no, not just, real sexy penguins.
Of course there's real ones.
Real sexy penguins. Oh, yes.
Pingu's mum.
Pingu's mum.
I can't think what she looks like. One must
Like
have-
Pingo, but a bit bigger, really.
What about, there's one called something like Walk Across Ice or Look Out for Polar Bears or something like that in there, The Big Walk. There's some penguin film. It's got like one of the lead penguin actors in it. You know what's
No,
it
I don't
called?
know what you're talking about. I would love to back you up on this, but you've lost me.
The Big Freeze.
So there's some penguin actress that you've got the hots for. Is that what you're basically saying?
I don't know if there's a hot bird actress in it, but I know it's a male role. One of the king penguins. It's a real
So
film.
it's a male actor penguin that we're talking
No,
about.
I'm just inquiring if he had a bird.
Oh,
But you
right.
don't know what the film is, so you wouldn't know who he is.
Because there's a couple of like penguin-based films, really. And there was like a slew of them for a while. I say slew, like two, really, like Happy Feet and then March of the Penguins.
That's it. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Happy Feet.
I just said walk across ice. Look out.
Why did I get it from that?
What you basically did was describe what penguins do.
Well, that's a good name for a film if you're going to watch one about penguins. What was it called?
It was
Happy Feet.
March of the Penguins and Happy
That was
Feet.
it, March of the Penguins. So who was the lead role in March of the Penguins?
There was a documentary.
Yeah, but they must have followed one.
This is Jeff. He's trying to make his way to food.
Again.
Yeah.
You think he'd learn? Stay in the water, Jeff.
Do you want a penguin joke while we're on the subject of penguins? 'Cause
Have you got another one?
I've got a
Yeah, go
penguin,
on then.
I've
Hit
got
us with your
loads.
best penguin joke.
Okay, it's a bit of it.
Was that a multi-pack?
It was.
Do
yeah.
they do jokes
Value.
on the multi-pack?
I've got. Yeah, they don't skimp on the value when you've got a multi-pack.
Does it say not for resale?
So, what's black and white, 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 black and white?
Has it anything to do with a hill and something that might be black and white?
Don't rush ahead. It's a penguin rolling down a hill.
Right. Okay. So we've done. Have we done sexy characters? Or did
We
we
haven't.
just
I don't
do...
think we have. There's a plethora of
We'll do some kind of chop hand.
Snow White.
Snow White.
You see, I'm concerned because she's got a fondness for midgets.
I suppose again, from her point of view, there is a practicality to it.
Oh, well, there must be. You
She
wouldn't-
could be washing up. Kill two birds with one stone, or two dwarves with one.
One orgasm.
Yeah. Ugh. Who was the other quite hot bird in the cartoons that got
Sleeping Beauty.
Was it Snow White that bit the apple? Is that
Yeah,
that one?
yeah.
Or was that Eve?
Well, I think both did that.
See, they clearly copied
I think
storyline.
we should move away from sexy characters to women who have eaten apples. That's a much broader subject we can cover.
Snow White, clearly.
Yeah, Eve.
Eve.
Who else has eaten an
Damn.
apple?
My mum. I'm sure I've seen her eat an apple.
Now you mention it. But I thought we were talking famous. Apple
So my
seed.
mum's not famous.
Well,
quite
not for the
well-
right reasons. What was it again? She ate
Quite
your
solid.
neighbour.
You don't read that about in the paper.
No. Lady and the Tramp.
That's a dog. Oh, hang on. But then again, yeah, she's not a bad.
As King Charles Spaniels go, she'd get
I was
her.
just thinking. I immediately then thought to myself, I did mention like a rabbit earlier, and then
Yeah,
thought I
not
can't.
a dog.
That's stupid. That is something ridiculous. I mean, there's.
I've got it. The three birds from Captain Caveman.
Yeah, they'd all get it. And the blonde one in Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
Yeah.
But not the redhead.
Jinkies.
Not the bubble gum eating.
There is-
Chinkies.
Jinkies. No, that's what she said. Not Jinkies. She wasn't like subtle racism in Scooby Doo. It was Jinkies with a J. I'm saying it.
So what's the difference between a chinky and a jinky?
Well, Jinkies is sort of a 1970s way of shock.
Being racist.
Yeah, being racist without anyone quite realising. And then Chinkies is just sort of casual racism.
And a food.
And well, yes, yeah. I'm sure in China they just call it food. I had one a second ago, and it's got Betty Boop. Obviously, it's
No.
She's a bit
Head's too
slutty.
big.
Yeah, funny shape.
Yeah.
I'm sure in the 40s
I
that was the look.
Yeah. Bulbous head midgets.
I lost marks on a college exam because I didn't have to do it on Betty Boop, but she
Do what?
some reason came up really in the essay, and I spelled it as Betty Boob, and I lost marks for that. So spell check. That's my motto. I mean, would you